All right, lads and lasses, settle in. Today we're going to talk about NEC4 contract fundamentals. Now, before you start yawning and looking for the fire exit, don't panic. This isn't your typical legal lecture with Latin phrases and words like heretofore. We're keeping this light, fun, and just serious enough to make your boss think you're paying attention. So let's get cracking. What is NEC4 and why should you care? NEC4 is a construction contract framework, but before you switch off, let me put it in plain English. It's a set of rules so everyone knows who's doing what, when, for how much, and what happens if it all goes pear-shaped. NEC4 is like your nan's family dinner plan. Everyone's invited, everyone has a job, and if Uncle Dave shows up late with the wrong stuffing, we've got a process to deal with that. It evolved from NEC3, bit like going from a flip phone to a smartphone. It's cleaner, smarter, and it actually tries to make life easier. Imagine that. Key features, not just legal jargon. Right, let's break it down. NEC4 is built around collaboration like Bake Off, not The Apprentice. Clarity, no Shakespearean contract clauses. Flexibility, works on anything from sheds to skyscrapers. It's about working with each other, not against. Less gotcha clauses, more we're in this together, pal. Core clauses, the meaty bits. This is where the magic happens. NEC4 has a bunch of core clauses. These are your main ingredients, your beans on toast of contract life. They cover general conditions, the don't be a muppet rules, so contractor responsibilities, do the work, do it right. Time and completion deadlines are real, not suggestions. Quality assurance, no bodge jobs, please. Plus, payments, how and when you get paid, aka the only bit anyone reads. Compensation events, what happens when someone drops the ball. Insurance and liability for when everything inevitably catches fire, and it's all laid out, no guessing. Just solid foundations, like a Greg's steak bake, you know what you're getting. Main options A to F, pick your poison. These are like contract flavors. Each one handles pricing and risk differently. Choose wisely. Option A, priced with activity schedule. There's a set price, fixed tasks, easy to understand, like ordering the full English, no surprises. Option B, priced with bill of quantities, like A, but with lots more maths. More suited to jobs where quantity matters, like measuring how many bricks Steve drops daily. Option C, target contract with activity schedule. This one's clever. Pain, gain sharing. Finish under budget. Everyone's happy. Over budget. Well, less so. Great for teamwork, terrible for cowboys. Option D, target with bill of quantities. Option C, but with even more spreadsheets, proper engineer heaven. Option E, cost reimbursable. Open book, costs covered as you go. Great if you trust your team. Risky if your contractor thinks budget means ballpark suggestion. Option F, management contract. Contractor manages, works on behalf of the employer. Think of it like a construction babysitter. Secondary options, the extras. These are like the sauces at Nando's. Pick what works for your job. Dispute resolution, W1 and W2. Not quite Judge Judy, but close. Inflation adjustment, X1, for when your concrete costs go full Bitcoin. Early completion bonuses, X6, a cheeky bribe for finishing early. Delay damages, X7, aka you made us late, here's the bill. Oh, also, performance bonds, X13, insurance for when things go south. Advance payment, X14, contractor gets a starter before the main course. Retention, X16, hold a bit back just in case. KPIs, X20, measure performance like a Fitbit for your project. So, Z clauses, customize it like a takeaway order. Z clauses are where clients get fancy. They tailor the contract to fit their project, kind of like asking for a sausage roll but with gluten-free pastry, vegan meat and a side of hummus. But use Z clauses carefully. Too many and suddenly your contract is 85 pages long and nobody knows what planet we're on. Risk management and compensation events, this bit's key. NEC4 actually encourages you to deal with risk up front. Like saying, look, if it rains cats and dogs or Steve falls in a trench again, here's how we sort it out. Compensation events are when something goes off-piste. Delays. Design changes. Unexpected dinosaurs in the foundation. Hey, it could happen. You don't panic. You follow the process. You claim, you carry on. Payment terms, show me the money. Nobody works for free and NEC4 gets that. You agree. When? What happens if payments are late? Spoiler, it's not good. How you'll be paid. There's even built-in inflation adjustments if prices go sky high. NEC4's not daft. It knows a tub of filler isn't £3.99 anymore. It's gold dust. Who's who in the NEC zoo? Everyone's got a role. Don't get 'em mixed up. Employer, the money bags. Contractor does the work, sometimes even on time. Project manager, the bossy one. Supervisor, me, the quality sheriff. Each one has their duties. If they don't do them, well, that's when disputes start flying like seagulls round a chip van. Contract data, where the juice lives. Think of this like the About Me section of the project. It includes project info, risk register, insurance details, specific requirements, everything you need to keep the ship sailing straight and to stop Barry from accidentally ordering the wrong steel. Again, dispute resolution, because sometimes we fall out. Even on the best projects, someone's going to throw a wobbler. NEC4 gives you options. Early resolution, talk it out, don't shout it out. Adjudication, speedier than court. Arbitration, litigation, for when everything else has gone sideways and you've run out of tea. The key is, don't let it fester. Sort it, solve it, move on. What have we learned? All right, let's recap in proper builder's terms. NEC4 is fair, not perfect, but fair. It helps you plan, manage, and deliver. It reduces disputes if you actually follow it. It's flexible, works for big jobs, small jobs, even the one where nobody reads the spec. And it's clear, not written by lawyers trying to show off their Latin A-level. Final thought, NEC4 isn't sexy, but it works. Look, I'm not saying NEC4 is the most exciting part of your day. It's not a roller coaster, a night out, or even a decent Greg's. But NEC4 keeps your project from exploding. It's structure, it's guidance, it's knowing where you stand, especially when something goes wrong and people start pointing fingers faster than you can say retention clause. So learn it, use it, respect it. Because when the work's done and the client's happy, you'll thank this boring old contract that quietly kept everything from turning into a disaster. Cheers for listening. I'm Coop, and this is It's a Defect, bringing sight truth with contract teeth.